Hey, this is Patrick White, and thanks for joining me for another Watch Me Whiteboard video. These are live recorded technical challenges. I'm a student of web development at Austin Coding Academy, and so this is kind of my way of demonstrating my technical skills so far, while also just pushing myself to get better. So, all right, I'm going to go to Code Wars. I'm going to attempt a challenge that I have not yet seen before. I usually attempt the first thing that I see, but let's see. Lately, it's been pulling up level 5s, and for right now, especially for the purposes of the video, for right now, I'd rather take on level 6s. All right, so I'm gonna hit kata, and that'll let me select the difficulty. And there should be ones that I haven't seen before, so let's see. Let's see, break camel case. Let's see what this is. Complete the solution so the function will break up camel casing using space between the words. Huh. Hmm. Interesting. Let's see. At first I thought, well, this looks super easy, but now I'm kind of not. So my first thought is that we want to use a regex tool to find where the uppercase is. So I think regex, if I wanted to find any capital letter, I would use, so let's see, let's go ahead and hit train. We'll give it a try. Where's the train button? I don't know where. Why can't? Did I already do this one? Train again. I already did this one? What did I do? I'm so confused. Huh. I'm wondering. I'm really curious. How can I find my own? Add a collection, train again. Huh. Well, let's, I guess let's just find the next one if I did it again, if I did it already. Level 6. Does it say I already did it? I don't have a, maybe I never figured it out because it doesn't have a little thing by it. Let's say train again. Okay, maybe I started it and never finished it. So my thinking is that I have to use a regex, something like A to Z, without saying, without the flag. And there could be multiples. So the second thing that I'm a little curious about is how to insert that space. If this was an array, if camel casing was an array of letters, I could find the first capital letter and wait. Split. So the way the split function works is, let's see, it would be array.split. This would split whenever there's a space. So can you say array.split A to Z. And then array.join space. I think that's my first array.split A to Z. Huh. I kind of like that solution. And then maybe what I can do after that is try to do it on a more technical level without using .split or .join. So let's just try this though. I'm kind of liking the solution from just how quick it is, but I'm thinking, but yeah, then I can look into it. If this works, then I can go and see how I can do this on a more technical level. All right, so excuse me. Let's see. String. How do you? Let's see. Is it string.split? I guess it is string.split. Okay, so let array equals string.split, and we're going to split by the regex A to Z. And then we'll say let new string equals string.join. So we'll join them together, and we will, array.join, put in insert a space, return new string. I want to test that in Replit before I go into here. Let's see. Break camel case, code wars. I'm actually not that, I'm pretty novice when it comes to regex, but I was doing some training the other day. So I hope it works, really hope it works. So let's say solution, console log, solution, what's our string? Camel case. Oh, that isn't, wait, what? Did I split? That's so weird. Hold on. Camel and ace. Split at the capital. But why? It cut out. Okay. Okay. So I guess, let's see. Okay, so we're gonna have to, yeah. And if you did word here, it would just say, yeah. Okay, so that doesn't work. Okay. So then, so let's take a look at a more technical perspective. Let's look through each letter. If it matches or if it, returns if it tests true against the regex, so if it's a capital letter, look through each of the next letters and give them an index of +1. Let j equals I is j is less than string dot length j j plus plus. So we're gonna say string and then next. Wait. Maybe you have to start at the end. I'm trying to think of how to insert. Maybe you have to start at the end until you get to J, until you get to I. That way you can copy everything back one, because that what I'm going to do, what I'm thinking of doing now would overwrite the next one. Let's say J equals string dot length, and until J is don't do it if J, do it as long as J is greater than I and J minus minus. String at index J equals string at index J plus 1 equals string at index J. So if we started with, so if our word is camel case, then we'll have camel case E, and then camel case and then camel case, camel case, and then 2 A's. You keep doing this until when? Well, we said as long as J is less than. So if I start, so then at the end of this, you want, does that work? Hold on, let's walk through this. Because my thinking is at the end of this loop, then we say array index I is a space. But let me walk through this code a little bit. So we're looking for the first capital letter, and that'll be at I. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, array at index 5 is uppercase. So that triggers the loop. And so what we're saying is J is at, so then J is here. So it says, okay, well this, J is looking at E, and it says, okay, well, that's now E. And then J is looking at S. It says, okay, well, this is now S. And then J is looking at A. It says, okay, this is now A. And then So I is still at index 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want to say j is greater than or equal to I. So we will do this for I. And then when that's done, we'll assign I in string at index I equals space. Cool. All right. I think that's a pretty good plan. Okay. Okay, so let's say regex equals A to Z. Oops. For let I equals 0, I is less than string dot length I plus plus. All right, so if array or string, if string at index I, actually, if regex dot test string at index I, so that's a letter. Oh, what? Am I missing a parenthesis? Okay, if regex dot test, and it takes in string at index I, I'm gonna just say, well, all these parentheses and brackets are just kind of confusing me. If regex.test letter, if that returns true, then we're going to look through all the following letters. Let j equals string dot length minus 1. Yeah. String dot length minus 1, as long as j is less than or equal to I. So that was wrong. Less than or equal. J is less, oops, I just opened something random. J is less than or equal to I, and J minus minus. So we're gonna go down from there. String at index J plus 1 equals string at index J. So we took a look at the last letter and we cloned a space in front of that with that letter. And now we're going to go forward and keep cloning. The last thing that we're going to clone is index 5, which will be, in camel case, will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the last one that we're going to clone. Clone and put in front. So at the end of this loop, at the end of the J loop, okay, within the if, string at index I equals space. Oops. All right, let's go ahead and delete everything else. Let's see. something's off here in terms of the brackets. And then we're going to say return string, because this has all been, excuse me, maybe it goes right there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let regex equals this. Look through each letter. String equals letter is string at index I. If regex.test letter equals true, then we look through the end of the word, clone each letter, clone each letter, and then at the end of that, string at index I equals space, return string. Let me try it with just the camel case, and then I'll try it with, ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, I think this should work with multiple words in camel case, but let's see. Dang. Hmm. So my thinking here is that my first guess is that the regex.test did not work. Let me try this instead. If letter.match regex. No. If letter.match regex. So the fact that we don't have any extra letters here tells me that this whole if statement did not trigger. If letter.match regex. Let's see. Okay. I'm really surprised here, a little bit. String.match. Found T and I. So right here in the example, we have the exact thing. I wonder what would happen if you said paragraph at index 0. Yeah. So one thing is we did, in this example, we are declaring a variable to equal the match. So let's say that, let's say let found equals letter.match regex. And I want to make sure that my regex here is correct. So if found, capital. If capital, then this. Man. So I feel like something's seriously wrong here. And it is called string. And we're passing it solution string regex for, I don't think that would matter. Okay. Let I equals 0, I is less than string.length. Letter is string at index I. Capital. Okay, you know what? Let me test something out here. I think this is something maybe you can't do with strings. So let string, or let's say let word equals word. Word at index 0, 1, 2, 3 equals n s. Console.log word. Yeah. So you can't do this kind of assignment with strings. So I will, so let's first thing, let r equals string dot, what's the word? Split. We'll split it. And the way you would basically manually split a string is you would loop through the string and then basically say array at index I equals string at index I. Okay, but we'll say let array equals string dot split, let regex equals this, and now everything after here will be array. And at the end we'll join it back into a string. Okay. Array.length. That letter is array.I at I. Array at I. If capital. Array.length. J is less than or equal to I. J minus minus. Array index J equals array. Okay. So we've just we want to say array.join, and I think if you just do that, it'll join it back into just one word. Question for myself: how would you manually do a dot join? You have an array, and let's say you don't need any separators. You're taking the array and you're just putting it into a string. I guess you would loop the array, and I think you can concat. Oh, maybe that's what I could have done. Concat, string.concat. No. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so I guess to do a join loop, you'd say for loop and string plus equals array index I, basically. Okay, but let's say we have it's all put back into a string now. I'll just say let output. Let output equals array.join and then return output. Really? This again? Okay, well, I think at this point I know what's going on here. We're putting the space, well, what's going on here? What's going on here? Array at index I equals space. But I thought I already duplicated it. Camel case word. Let me just try camel case again. I'm sure that's not gonna work, but camel, ace. That's so weird. Let's console log array. What happened to C? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It should have, okay. So this did trigger. It found something and it triggered it. But let j equals array dot length minus 1. J is less than or equal to 1. J minus minus. Array. Yeah. Array at index j plus 1 equals array at index j. So you're starting off with the last one, and you should say that equals this one. So if j is, so the first time this triggers, j should equal 9 or 8, and then it should say array at index 9 equals this. Man, this is turning out to be a lot harder for me than I thought it would. So the good thing is we're catching the regex. The regex is triggering. But for all we know, because the space insertion is within the if statement, so there's nothing wrong here. What's wrong is something about this array at let array string dot split. Let me just, this is what I don't get. Array at index j plus 1 equals array at index j. I feel like that should work. Let array equals C A T array at index 0, 1, 4. Let I equals let I equals 3. I is less than, greater than, or equal to 0. I minus minus. Wait. We said j is less than or equal to I. J should be greater than or equal to I. Okay, hold on. Infinite loop. Okay, we can fix that, because what's creating that infinite loop? J is greater than or equal to I. Something. As long as j is greater than, so array j plus 1 equals array index j, j minus minus. J as long as j is greater than or equal to I. What if I just say greater than I? Why is j equaling I creating this? J is greater than I. Okay. So let's see. It's starting at array.length minus 1. And let's say it gets to 5. What happens when it gets to 5? It says array at index 6 equals array at index 5. I don't understand why that would create an infinite loop. Because the next time you would do it, j would equal 4. Man. All right, I'm almost at a point where I might have to take a break and solve this later. I really thought that would have fixed it. J, as long as j is greater than or equal to I, j minus minus. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. If j equals I, break. I'm so confused why this creates an infinite loop, which is kind of embarrassing. J equals array dot. So now we've done it, but what if we said at the end of this, array at index I plus 1 equals match? No, equals capital. I think that's within the scope. No? Wait, letter dot match is not defined. What? Let capital equal. What? Oh, it's out of scope. Wait, is it? Camel ace. Let capital equal letter dot match regex. That is so weird. So this whole loop should be within that scope. Array at I plus 1 equals capital. Now the problem is I think capital is technically an array. potential infinite loop. Oh, okay. Okay. So I think it has to do with I being less than array dot length. So I think I have to maybe increment. I hope that works. I mean, it's like a patch together Frankenstein. But I mean, I'm kind of at like kind of my breaking point in terms of time. I don't want to do these for longer than an hour usually, unless it's like fun, but this has not been super fun. Okay. So maybe we can, so okay, let me try another camel case word. Please work. Okay. So now let's say, so I'm thinking now, let's see, what did we do here? So now let's get rid of this and then put it back to, what did we say? Ooh, okay. Comment that out. And then, and believe in that I++, because I think that was kind of the key. So, okay, so it's I guess to answer the question, well, okay. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I don't 100% understand why we have an infinite loop situation. For some reason, I'm just having trouble right now stepping into the loop, but I guess this thing's going to each word, and for some reason, I think when we inserted that space, so we got to here, and then we inserted that space, and I think the next one was here, so we inserted a space, and then it's here, and we insert a space, and then it's here. Okay. And another way to just make more sense of it, so yeah, so I kept trying to I was inserting a space, and then, so I just never left the C. So I was at index 5, and then I was here, and then I was here, and I kept hitting a capital letter, kept putting a thing at the end of the word. So, you know, so it's basically when you're inserting something, it's just something to be careful of. If you're inserting something, you make sure you don't hit an infinite loop where you keep hitting the thing that keeps inserting something. Whew. All right. Well, this is okay. That's you know, that's what it's all about, kind of. It's about learning. It's a good lesson to learn. Uh-oh. What did I do? What did I delete that made it? Why did that not work? Okay. I'm going to try to just refactor it a little bit. Let's see. Let regex. Console log array, let's get rid of that. Letter equals capital, if capital. I'll take that. Okay, we are almost done here. All right, now delete all this. One thing I think you could say is, well, if true, let's see if this works first. Okay, let's attempt. Nice. Okay. Yay, yay. All right. Okay, so then lastly, I'll spend some time here just seeing if I can kind of shorten it up to be cool. Let's see, what could we do? Letter. So instead of capital, let's say if let's say if regex dot test array index I. If regex dot test array index I. Okay, so now we can get rid of this and that. Okay. If regex test at index I. Oh, array equals string dot split. Regex equals this. Yeah. Okay. I'm happy enough with that. Let's see what the pros. Oh, locked in here. Oh my gosh. What is this? Return string dot replace capital letter global. Now I do not know what that $1 sign is. I guess that's a space. But yeah. Wait, what? Then this also worked? What's $1, $2? All right, well, this is something to look into. Curious what this dollar symbol is. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. And it's been fun. Thank you. Bye.